The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Honey Drippers in the house tonight, and they just got back from Washington, D.C. I think they got something they want to say.
Impeach the president. Woo, we all know my opinion about that one. I wish it was past tense song, like we have impeached the president. So somebody needs to get started writing on that. This is Dionne Johnson, what I'm just saying, and I'm reaching out to you on this beautiful Friday here at Morris Media. Want to thank you for tuning in. Want you to go, though, if you're on Facebook looking or anything, please go in and go log into YouTube Live for me. Go to Morris Media, www.morrismedialive.com. And as we start talking and I get into everything, please give me a call at 323-293-3375. I always want to thank Morris Media for their kindness and understanding. I always want to reach out to Sheena. Thank you for producing this, putting this together for me. As I always say, what would I do without you? LaRon, you know you my boy. And I don't mean it like that. I mean like my little brother. My love. I love him. So I want to always do that shout out with him. I call on him a lot. I want to make him as known as I am, what I'm just saying. Because I'm always hollering, LaRon! So guys, it's a rainy Friday. So hopefully you're off tomorrow. Hopefully you can get home, because you guys, I'm gonna say this because I'm not a native Californian. I'm not, I'm really a Southerner, by right and by love, I'm Californian. But the driving, everything gets crazy when it rains. It's like, and when I see rain, I'm like, oh damn, do I gotta go? Do I have to get out because you guys move at 2 minutes an hour? 2 minutes, and it's not. I'm like, what the hell? I'm having panic attacks. I'm on the phone calling the doctor trying to see if I can get a Xanax or something. What the hell? But anyway, what I hope that you can do is go home, decompress, get you a warm bubble bath, pour you a glass of champagne. You got that special someone, sit back, and then I want you to go on YouTube and listen to my new favorite song, Impeach the President. And you guys can laugh together and sip champagne, and maybe Santa Claus would grant us that wish that he will be impeached. Oh, we had the first to fall, man. LaRon, we had the first one to fall. With the debates, we had our first Democratic candidate to drop out of the race, and I was shocked. I'm like, what the hell? I really did not see that one coming. I literally, I saw 4 people still standing, and she was in that 4. And so for me, that was really kind of I'm a conspiracy theorist myself. I don't know. the billionaire steps in and he's running. And the next thing I know, my Kamala is saying I'm stepping, she's stepping down. She's not running for lack of money. Why didn't he just put that money into another candidate? That's what I'm not understanding. Guys, somebody call in, do something, help me understand. Why, if you mean well for this country, because you're pretty much running independent. And we all saw what happened with the last election with Stein, with the independent and the fucking problem that it caused. So this stuff leaves me questionable, and it angers me because if you are concerned about this country, you're a billionaire. You're letting it be known because you in ads alone, you would spend over $30 million is what my understanding is. Why didn't you put that money, find a candidate you believed in, and put that money, into helping them get elected? Meanwhile, we have Kamala Harris, who I think still should have been in the race, pushing forward. That's just my personal opinion, but I'm just saying that's what I do. Now you say, what you saying about it? And she stepped down for lack of financial support. While we have my billionaire party boy over here that means well, they're saying he's gonna really work to change the things that Trump has done. Is it an ego thing with these people with money, or what is it? LaRon, do you know? I mean, I'm just saying. I'm asking. Is this money is the root of all evil? I know we reach for it. The love of money. See why I love this young brother? He's intelligent. It's the love of money, and that is so true that causes the problem. Because if you look at the situation, the last thing your ass would want to do is run right now. And as I said, hearing her, and watching when they announced it, I thought I was like, it was like a replay. I was like, wait, maybe I heard that wrong. But I was hearing the reports of what things going on in her camp. And that's another thing. The people that work for her, I know there was one lady resigned. Some things you just shouldn't make, public. If you're gonna resign. That again, my opinion. I just don't like leaving a job, bashing the job. I'd rather just leave and bow out. You guys excuse me because I have a bad cold. So if I'm coughing, hey, don't send me no freaking Alka-Seltzer. Please send me some tequila. If you guys want to give me some lime juice and send me some tequila. I'll be all right. You just make sure I get that Jose Cuervo. But anyway, more about Kamala, because like I said, I'm really, that one really kind of knocked me for a loop. We have to move on, push forward. I'm more interested now to see who's going to be the next to step down. We had a candidate I spoke about last Friday that threw his hat in the ring. And she's coming out, and again, we're going to bid her, a farewell as far as that. But I know we're going to see a whole lot more with Kamala Harris, because I'm predicting maybe a vice president nominee. I mean, I'm just saying. Vice president, attorney general. I'm just giving y'all some ideas. I can say what other people can't say. Damn it, somebody get that woman a damn job if you become president. We're going to get a Democratic president at some point in time. But we know that she is not going to go off and go under a rock. She wasn't even built that way. So good things are going to happen. I applaud her for being smart enough to say, well, I don't have the financial backing that we need. And the best thing for us to do is let it go now. And that takes courage, and that definitely shows integrity. I do have a video. We have a video with Kamala Harris we're going to show real quick as we make sure we let her know that I enjoyed and we enjoyed seeing her on stage. She represented quite well.
Constitutional state abortion laws. We will keep up that fight. And our campaign uniquely spoke to the experiences of Black women and people of color and their importance to the success and the future of this party. Our campaign demanded no one should be taken for granted by any political party. We will keep up that fight because no one should be made to fight alone. And I believe our campaign showed every child in America, regardless of their color or gender, that there are no limits to who can lead and hold positions of power in our country. In that way, this campaign has been so much bigger than me. So I'm extremely grateful to the hundreds of staff who have moved and uprooted your lives and sacrificed time away from your families. I know our fight has been personal for each one of you, and I could not have done this without my husband, Doug, and my entire family and friends who gave up so much to embark on this journey with me and have supported me every step of the way. And I am grateful to the thousands of volunteers and contributors who have chipped in, who have knocked on doors, who have made calls, and who have put their faith and trust in me. It has been the honor of my life to be your candidate. And I want to be clear, although I am no longer running for president, I will do everything in my power to defeat Donald Trump and fight for the future of our country and the best of who we are. And I know you will too. So let's do that together. Let's keep fighting for the America we believe in, an America free of injustice, an America that we know can be unburdened by what has been. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I ain't falling for that bullshit. In my own perfect little world, I believe that she got in the corner with my buddy Joe Biden. And Joe made a phone call to her and said, you know what, I think that I need you to be my vice president. You know I'm going to win. So I'm going to need you to kind of step back and let's start to get ready because we got to get this thing going. And you're exactly what I need to go on and go right through with this. I'm getting a little older now and, you know, I'm going to need somebody in there with me that they can know they can believe in. Now, this is me making this damn shit up. But, hey, in my perfect world, that's what the hell is going on. She's already talked with Joe Biden, and this shit is getting set up, and it's finna happen, man, and this shit's finna go down. And we're gonna have a female vice president. And the fucked up part about it is, they were saying that when Obama was in office and we lost to Trump, it was backlash. And I always say God got a funny sense of humor, because if anybody can really make you laugh, it's him. Because the best way to get them back is we still would have a VP in there now that would be a woman, first woman vice president, and she's African American, as I would say, a Black American. But the point is that it would be some great funny shit for me. I really could sit back and have a good glass of champagne on that. I don't know about you guys, so I don't think that's the end of it. But I was wondering what other people on the stage had to think about it. Elizabeth Warren, Joe Biden, Cory Booker. I was like, what do they had to think about the fact that she's stepping down, you know, so soon? Because again, I know that they probably didn't see it coming like we did, because she was stomping so hard. She was everywhere, you know. So I know it kind of was a shock to them. But then I saw a clip with Cory Booker talking, and I kind of, for the first time, agreed with his ass. Me and Cory Booker, you know, I had to watch because his ass might end up being president. I'd be like, oh, Mr. President. And then I got to try to, you know, backwalk some of the shit I'm saying. But at least I can say, hey, I'm just saying, I was just keeping it real. I kind of feel a little bit like you was like a little sellout, and I had to keep it real. Now, prove me wrong. Make a lie out of me. You're the president now. Let's see what's up. Because I just don't really trust him. Maybe it's them beady little eyes, you know, but it's something with that. You know how, you know, it's just some just don't set right, you know, with me. And I'm being real. It was a movie I watched. I wish I could think of the fucking ass movie. Because he was telling the boy, even when I'm wrong, I'm right. And I just can't trust, you know, I just don't. And I think that was if I'm right, I think it was the story of 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. And young guy that played Terrence Howard. I remember Terrence Howard said, man, something just ain't sitting right with it. You know what I mean? And that's really the way I feel about it. Something just ain't, you know, like Lufa's curl. It just ain't, just didn't do right. You know, I'm just saying. So, but I do want you guys to check out what Cory had to say, because this is the first damn time that I really looked at Cory Booker and said, well said, you know, feel you, young brother. I feel you. Because otherwise I've been like, Cory, come on, man, get up. Come on, man, let me feel you. Because when you're running for office, you gotta get. It's something you have to have there, and it's not. I guess I'm pausing because I want to say it right. Martin Luther King had an it factor. Malcolm X has had an it factor. Barack Obama has an it factor. There's something about when they speak that gets your soul stirred up. You get a chill up your back. You know what I mean? And you feel something. And you want to just step up and be the best that you can be. Because you believe, when he spoke about the audacity of hope, you felt it. And you believed it. And when Martin said he had a dream, I was on the mountain with him. I mean, I was overlooking every hill and every molehill. I was with him. So that's the factor that you have to have when you're running for office. With Bernie, remember people saying they could feel the burn. So he still had an it factor for our young generation. So I guess that's what I'm saying. With Corey, even Kamala Harris had an it factor. She really does have an it factor that makes you like her. She's likable. And trustworthy. So let's see the clip with Cory Booker, because I want to look at this and look for the it factor.
Suspended her campaign. I'm got to tell you from my heart, I've gotten so many calls from so many people, even family members that are supporting me, about how bothered they were by that. Kamala had this very famous quote that I've heard now, even parodied on Saturday Night Live, when she talked about that little girl is me. But I'm going to tell you, she had a campaign where little girls and boys and people all over the country looked up and saw her and said, that could be me. She had this campaign that spoke to the aspirations of our country. Here is a black woman, an Asian woman, who broke barriers at every point of her campaign, won in our largest state, 40+ million people. She's lived her life dedicated to public service. I get to sit with her in the Judiciary Committee. I see who she is. And I just want to say, from my heart, it is a problem when an immensely qualified, widely supported, truly accomplished black woman running to lead the party, a party that is significantly empowered by black women voters, didn't have the resources that she needed to continue here to Iowa. What message is that sending, that we heralded the most diverse field in our history, and now we're seeing people like her dropping out of this campaign, not because Iowa voters had the voice. Voters did not determine her destiny. But I'll tell you this, voters will determine the outcome of this campaign, and black women voters in particular will have a very large impact on our ability to win.
Yep. To all my black women, to all my women, you will be seeing Kamala Harris again, and I'm going to say it, and if not, call me and talk about me. I get talked about all the time. They talked about Jesus, and he came to save them. But when she's standing up there with Joe Biden and accepting that vice presidency, I'm going to just lay out my champagne right here at Morris Media in the studio. I'm just going to lay out the champagne, pour the shit, everything down. I'm going to have my own little party. You know what I mean? I'm going to be partying like the slaves did when they were set free, and they thought they was really free before they realized it was a fucking joke. They really was more in prison than they were when they were, really. We know what I be saying what I be wanting to say. No holds barred. I made myself that promise. I was at home the other day and I made myself a promise. No holds barred anymore, because I still hold back. And I'm not holding back anymore, because if I'm just saying, God damn it, I need to be just fucking saying. And as I say, I'm a party like the slaves did before they realized their asses was not free. So we're going to be partying when she's going to be our VP. And I'm calling that. Now, what I do want to do, my boy Jussie Smollett, my boy, wherever you are, have a drink, turn up the music, and enjoy yourself. But better yet, get on your phone with everybody. Have a press conference like the you know what I'm saying? Like the mayor had to do with the Chicago police superintendent, Eddie Johnson. You know, Jesse, you owe him one, maybe two. Now, I'm going to say what you can't say. I'm so glad his black ass got the boot. Kick his black ass out of that mother. Kick his black ass out that mother. And I believe in karma because that shit was fucked up. And now I'm not just defending Jesse because I'm part of the family, the LGBTQ family that has not a goddamn thing to do with it. I'm just saying they pushed this shit. The boy beat his own damn ass. Now, I don't even understand what the hell. Nobody else got hurt. Nobody got shot. Nothing went on. If he did pay somebody, they beat his ass. He took an ass whooping. I mean, I still want to think about the athlete that was a Olympian. I think it was an Olympian, but I know he was overseas, and he said somebody robbed him or something happened, and there was nothing done. Not a damn thing done. My thing about this bullshit is fair, equal justice. That's all we want. And if we don't keep saying it over and over again, the only way it's going to happen is we continue to say it and point it out. Now, Jesse, you beat your own ass. And at first, I couldn't believe the charges. They had stomped on your ass. So whatever you did to get out that shit, call me. I might need that later. Because if I ever get up higher, because I'm already somebody. I was there when I was born. But if somebody reach out and I really get up there and they want to fuck with me, I'm going to need who you got. Because black motherfuckers don't get out of shit like that like you did. You got out, boy, and I'm happy. But the best part about it is, Eddie Johnson, I don't know what you did to piss off the mayor of Chicago, but, bro, you did something wrong. And I'm going to tell you something. Don't let that woman look fool you. You don't fuck with a woman. Now, you're going to go up and have your own press conference. Boy, you done made that woman mad as hell. You make and a black woman? You better be glad she ain't told your damn business because you done some shit. Because she said, and I quote, I'm not going to say any more about the report because I don't want to hurt his wife and family. Now, Eddie, whatever the hell you did, you better get with your wife and get that shit clarified before this shit get out. Because you in more trouble than being a fired motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, in Chicago. But Jesse, I don't know why you ain't on this shit. You be writing out them badass songs when you was on Empire. You need to write a song about that. I got a beat for you for it. DeRon, we got a hook for him, don't we? That ass is gone. That ass is gone. We got a hook, don't we? All I'm saying is he made too much out of this bullshit. And do you see what I'm talking about? Karma is a motherfucker, y'all. That's why I just try to do right. I swear to God, call me on it. In this day and time in my life, I try to do right. Because that shit that used to take months to come back on you and used to take years is taking minutes and days. So I just try to do what's right. God look around and Karma to slap me in the motherfucking face. Who are you? I'm Karma. You remember what you did last week? Well, Karma, get the fuck on. I'm sorry. So I'm just saying, just like Trump and them. Who was the first one that said lock her up with Hillary Clinton? You know what I mean? And his ass was the first one got arrested. And Trump was screaming, lock her up with the Benghazi hearings and all this bullshit that they put Hillary through, and ain't nobody been arrested. No evidence ever found. Nothing ever happened. But with Trump, guilty, 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 guilty. And his ass is guilty as fuck. So that's all I'm saying. This shit is just really like, it's just fucked up unequal, but the karma is a mug. So even if Jesse was wrong, it got blown out of proportion by Eddie Johnson led it. You're going to lead the fight against his young black brother. The boy had already beat his own ass. So, you do something wrong, you know it's only certain things that can happen. You're going to go to jail if you, grown or whatever, even if you minor, you do something fucked up. But if you got a good parent, they right there when you do wrong, they going to beat that ass, right? So basically, it's like I go do something fucked up. No mama gonna whoop my ass. Get my brother the best. So just go ahead and beat my ass. Just beat the shit out of me right here where she can see. So then I can look at her and say, well, I done got my ass whooped. Can I go now? It's just that simple. And he was just pushing it. Man, now you on live. It's all out in the open that you have been released of your duties and of personal failures because your ass was asleep behind the wheel in your own damn car. What kind of shit is that? Could it get more embarrassing? This is more embarrassing than Jesse beating his own ass. You get what I'm saying? Do y'all understand what I'm just saying? I'm just saying that's some fucked up shit. I'm going to call it like I want to call it. You understand what I'm saying? Some fucked up shit. I can say what y'all can't say. It's just it's fucked up. It's when I was sitting there laying. And I said, you know what? I miss Oprah. I was laying home one day just thought about it. I said, man, I miss Oprah Winfrey. And so when she got on, and then so well, where is Oprah? All of a sudden it's quiet. And I was like, man, I ain't seen Oprah ever since she had that fucked up ass interview with them boys about Michael Jackson. You know, she had the interview with Laurent with the two guys that when they were younger, when they first started with Mike about what he was doing with the kids, and you know, they said he did no wrong, nothing was wrong. Then she did an interview not too long ago. Yes, it's been a minute now. But now that shit that everybody was like, oh, but why would you do that? The man is dead. Why don't you talk about your boy? You know, big Hollywood producer. Why are we not talking about him? You know, that's your friend. You were buddies with him. Now, he was caught dead to the right. You know what I'm saying? That kind of bullshit like that Cosby shit. Oh, damn, did she say that? Yes, I fucking did. Because I'm entitled to my own feelings. And I'm just saying, motherfucking Bill Cosby, I don't really feel like that 80-year-old man should have his motherfucking ass in jail. Let him go. Set him free. Set Bill free. Let that old man go. The women he was fucking with was grown. You get what I'm saying? Trump's men were messing with young babies. These were young girls. And the Bill's time was a time of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I'm saying the bullshit. And nobody stepped up to say anything because they rich. They got money. They got fame. And then they got, if I say something, I'm going to get in trouble, lose my job. Well, goddamn it, y'all can't do shit about my job unless you're going to pay for it for me, motherfuckers. I say what I had to say about it. But anyway, and I'm just saying and I mean it. This shit is warped in one side and it's time for us to flip the fucking script. So Kamala Harris, I hope your ass ain't walked away. You got a lot of fight to do and a lot more that needs to be done. First of all, we need to change this criminal justice fucking system and make it better for the people that ain't got the complexion for the motherfucking protection. How about that? Anyway, this is what we gonna do. I'm still wanting Donald Trump to take his motherfucking ass to jail. I'm in that mood today. And I am still about loving this song. Impeach the president. But then I need the writer of the song to write me another song for lock up the president. Because after we've impeached that I want y'all to lock that ass up. And I don't want you to put him in no orange jumpsuit because we won't be able to see him. He won't blink. He'd be like, you know, you that orange ain't gonna match with the face and shit. You know what I mean? Put that motherfucker in black. Because you know the book definition of black is dark. Isn't it? Dismal. Definition of white is pure. Untarnished. I ain't never trust that motherfucker Webster Dictionary any damn way. I don't give a fuck about that motherfucker. So, right, let's go to break. I'm on one today. Shit, I should have had that damn drink. I'm an angry sober.
From the White House, there's a lot of things that we don't know about. Behind the walls, from the White House, there's a lot of things that we should know about.
President.
like that damn song. Yo, fuck, I like that damn song. But on a positive note, because Trump always pisses me off. So let's do something more happier. I know everybody was watching it on YouTube and around the little young, beautiful young kindergarten got adopted, and he was so happy to find a family until he invited his whole class of 37 children. He invited them out to support him and be there for him doing his hearing this week. His name was Michael Clark, and he's 5 years old. And his parents were Andrea, Melvin, and Dave Eden. They became Michael's foster parents about a year ago. So he's already been dealing with them, and you know they're doing something right. Watch the video, because the boy is just in love and happy, and it just touches my heart.
Oh, heck no. No, this process has been amazing. We've been working with Catholic Charities, and the workers there have just been amazing.
I love my daddy.
Wow. I
love my daddy so much.
This is just too much.
That was a good one. That was, but my guest just said something funny, and I had to laugh. But most importantly, note to self and note to fool Trump. What you just saw is why America is great. Never needed you to do anything or try to fix anything, because when you try to fix things like your companies, you fuck them up. So this young boy, this beautiful moment shows me what we are made of and what we are about and what makes us great, all of us as human beings, because that's what we all are together. It just was a wonderful moment. And it's a perfect time to introduce my guest, who is a poet in her own right, copy editor, a reporter, writer. Damn, how long is that list? And an immigrant to America. And I met her up here on the show. And since then, she reached out to help me tweak some things that I was doing, which I thought was quite nice. Because we all need help. And it's wonderful when people reach out to give you a helping hand when you're trying to do something. Mariana Cooper, I want you to say your last name because I want to say it right.
Van der Veen.
Van der Veen.
Very good.
Very good. So I want you to do something for me. I want you to tell me your story in your words, because we've talked about it. And the reason I have you here is because you've just come in, 5 months ago?
Yep.
Tell me, tell them where you came from and some of the experiences you've had since you've landed here in this Make America Great Again place.
Yeah. Well, I'm originally from the Netherlands, Holland, also known as. And in 2012, I met my now husband online at a radio show that was live streamed over the internet. I found out that he was a friend of my brother's, and I saw his face, and it was like an instant, thing of recognition, like, hey, your face, I don't know, but I need to get to know you. And it appeared to be this cute gentleman from Vallejo, California. And we added each other on MSN Messenger. And we chatted for like a year and 8 months before we met each other in real life. Then he went to the Netherlands to come visit me as a tourist. And he was like, wow, this society, I feel right at home. And even though he had to go back because of visa, restrictions, he was like, I'm going to come live here with you. So he lived with me for 5 years in the Netherlands. And then basically because of career options, we chose to move out here.
Move back out here.
Yeah.
And
So now I'm out here.
Now, when you moved here, you hadn't visited. This was your first time.
Yeah,
coming.
I did. I did visit one time to see my family-in-law, and that's it. Like for 3 weeks or so.
What is your thoughts, honestly? What I really want to know, honest, because you're here and you've been here for 5 months. What do you think about this country and the things that we are going through, even with 45? Honestly, just an honest opinion, because like I said, you're new here.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts?
Well, that's an interesting question, because I feel honestly that I'm going back in time. Like how society is, how people, especially how the definition is between, and the focus is on dividing the population instead of uniting. I feel that I have never felt as white as I am feeling living here. Not saying that I don't feel welcome, saying that I feel the focus in the media, the focus on social media, the focus on politics and how everything moves, that there's a separation instead of moving as a society, like a unity.
And you guys have that.
Yes. And of course, racism and discrimination is like global, so I'm not saying it's not there. But first of all, the law is different, the rights are different, the equal rights, when it comes to schooling, education, when it comes to health insurance, everybody's entitled to it. When you get sick or you lose your job, you're not going to lose your home. People are entitled to have a place to live.
Wow.
So instead of what I see out here, people are surviving, there's more a living aspect to it.
Yeah. That's deep.
That's painful, though.
Yeah, and it's sad because like you were talking about health, and then you were talking about so really you don't have a lot of homeless then, because they are entitled to, like you said, if they lose their job, they don't lose their home.
Right. And there are homeless people, but there's like a separation of people that actually choose to be homeless because they want to, skip the system and don't want to pay all the taxes, because the Netherlands is known for paying for everything in order to get that social security safety net going. People need to chop in. It's not like, I can benefit, but I'm not going to add to it. So there are people homeless. They choose. There are also people homeless. They are mentally ill. Yeah. But it's not like here. It's not like here. Sometimes I feel like in like a Twilight Zone. People are fighting like ghosts.
I know what you're saying.
Invisible. It's crazy. Yeah.
It's hardening. Probably, and then for you, it probably is a culture shock. And then I was surprised when you were telling me that your country was one of the first countries that accepted the LGBT or same-sex marriage. The first. Yeah. Yeah, that blew my mind because they fought for years.
Like 18 years ago, I guess.
Wow.
2001. Yeah.
Wow. What happened with us, America? We're land of the free, home of the brave, all these wonderful things. What happened? So I know we don't want to talk about 45. And I'm not going to talk about that raggedy-ass president, but coming here and seeing, for instance, what happened with the immigrant children, having them in cage, separating them from their parents. What were your thoughts on that?
Well, on a human aspect, that's not right. But if you look at it without emotions, people in Mexico know what the immigrant rules are. And they also know that showing up unannounced without, following the rules that are there, there's also the chance that you either get sent back or whatever they're going to do because you present yourself at the border. So, yeah, I think people are really in a bad place if you are willing to take the risk to,
break the rules to get here. Then they're in it's a situation.
You really don't have feel like you don't have a choice because it must be really bad back home if you are willing to take the risk and just, take the leap and I hope it's going to work out.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah, and it is a sad situation. Of course, if they're doing that, we already know that Mexico, the country is, poverty stricken. And it is. There's a reason why they're taking that risk. And it is hope for a better life, but I don't think that they should be encaged.
No, obviously not. Because, what I'm used to is, our borders are, like, open to everybody. And maybe in some opinions to too much people. Because, there's a difference between being an asylum seeker or a refugee coming from, bad circumstances and people that are not. But, in my country, we have all nationalities and we all live in the same streets. It's not like here that you have Hispanic areas and dark people areas and white folks areas. It's everything all together.
Okay, so they didn't do that separation of color thing. Is what I call it. Yeah,
not like here. No, definitely
put them
not.
in poverty-stricken areas. Put them in certain areas. Call it the projects.
Right.
And then say, I need you to pull yourself up from your bootstraps. When you give them nothing, not even straps with the boots. Well, hell, not even a damn boot. But I had. If you want to know why I asked you to come after we were talking and you were helping me with some things, because that was really my thought. Because, I run into people all the time, but a lot of them that I run into are already been here for a long time or already, gotten used to the way things are, and the question's not going to get answered the way I wanted it to get answered. And I honestly, honest to God, wanted to know what you thought about what was going on in this country, because you're coming in with new eyes. Yeah. From a whole different perspective. And I was not going to not let that moment pass me, and I wanted to ask it for people out there too. Because, it's one thing for us to say we can only imagine what other countries think of us. I want to know what they think. They think we some fools. I have a lot of people that go on trips, go to Africa, go to other countries, you know what I mean? Went to Europe. A friend of mine was like, I don't even want to tell them I'm from America right now. And they are serious about that. So I'm taking the opportunity to do what they can't do, unless they go visit another country, and but to have someone here that's been here such a short time, and we happen to be going through this crazy ass haze, cause for us too, cause we feel like we got knocked back, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. Several years. So we're feeling it too, like what the hell, cause I think you were here for my first show when they was and one was nigga, cause that's what she said, and my thought was, where are we at? So yeah, but but
this is not what people back there think of America, because what people think of America, and that's the funny part. If you go to Hollywood, you see homeless people. It's all it doesn't even smell nice, and it's all like the hood or something. Yeah. You feel like you are not in all this shiny bling bling Hollywood stars, fame, palm trees. That's what people think. That's what people think. They think that it's all really advanced here.
They glitter and shine, get you every time. So that's what they think that it's. Yeah, I can feel that. I can see that, and I can understand.
And it's sad. It's in reality, it's not like that for many people, and for the rich people maybe, but that's not the
reality.
Right.
So when you hear from friends or family back home, when they say, Mariana, what do you think? What is your honest opinion with them, if you don't mind me asking?
No, of course not. I don't mind you asking. First of all, I love the weather.
yeah, that gets us, yeah.
Back in the Netherlands, we take days off when it's a sunny day because we need to soak it up because the sun is not always there. And here, people take the day off when it's raining because, you don't want to be driving. So that's like the other way around. It's like, I feel like I'm living a documentary.
Wow, that's deep.
I feel like I'm taking my background and my knowledge and my, education from back there with me, and I can, adapt it and also implement it and talk to people about how, how do you feel about stuff. It's really interesting, and I feel like I'm living in the best of both worlds right now.
Oh, that's well put. That's well put. Well, I'm glad that you feel that right way right now and everything. And I wish I had your experience. I think I might go to the Netherlands for the next year.
You should.
And I'll come back when it's all mended and everything.
Ride a bicycle.
Yes, and yes, I need that exercise. I love riding bikes, and I definitely think that I'd love to be the hell away from this bullshit that Trump's putting us through right now. But, we got to stay and face it. I didn't vote for him. I take pride in saying that. But most importantly, before I get off of here with you, we let it be known that you're a poet, copy editor, and a writer. Now, where can people find? Do you have any poetry up? Do you have any writings? Anything where they can find you?
Yeah, I do. I am actually a published poet, and I published a book together with my husband. And a lot of the poems that were in the book are on my Instagram and Facebook page. So that's Marianne van der Veen, Cooper van der Veen, I mean. Later on, we'll show the
thing again for you.
Later. And, yeah. Besides that, I'm also a content writer for Vechtsport Online. So shout out to all my colleagues back home in the Netherlands, of course. And I really love to, contribute to projects that are like books about, for example, I did editing about a book about discrimination in the city that I'm from, Groningen.
Yeah, I was looking at that, yeah.
That was really interesting. And the maybe even most interesting part about it is that it wasn't only black and white. And we don't even say black, by the way, but we say dark. It's also like transgenders, women that are in business that are discriminated because they're women. All kinds of stuff. And that really needs to be talked about. So, yeah, my interest is really over there.
Oh, that's great.
Subjects, yeah.
So then we're going to put it back up where you can see that you can reach out and definitely check out what this young lady is writing about, what she's doing, and make sure you check her out. I am still happy and grateful that I got a chance to ask that question. You know what I mean? From someone that is new to this country and freshly, here. It's like you've been. I wondered, did you feel like you were just dropped in and you feel like you're in outer space or something? And that question for me was the one question I wanted to ask someone, and I really did. So thanks for me being able to ask it, because I know other people want to ask that question. And you're living here. Yeah. But you like it here, right?
I do, yes.
Okay, great. But I'm just saying, we want you to love it here.
But, I mean, it's funny because when I started talking to people that I was going to move here, some people even said, but Trump is the president.
Damn right.
But I said, yeah, but I'm not moving for Trump.
And you move for love.
I'm moving for love.
See, Trump, we found something your ass can't even stop. You can't stop love.
We need to refocus. Yeah. We need to refocus.
Refocus. That goes back to the young man was just adopted. I didn't even mention, who adopted him, what race or anything. It was just that he loved his family, and he has a family now. Thank God. And that's what she was saying. She moved for love through Trump, through everything. Because even my ass would have had to take a second thought about that one. I'm just saying. But anyway, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to roll it out, wrap it up. I'm going to thank Marianne for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
No, and we asked that question. Now, guys, you find somebody that's just recently got here and ask them that question. And you get an honest answer about what they think about because we are going through something. Let's not pretend. This is something, and we knew this was going to happen when he was elected, and we just didn't imagine it would be this crazy. So, y'all heard my song, and I still like the song "Impeach the President." That's a badass song. And I want to wrap up though real quick and try to get up out of here. For me, as I said, it's a day of getting through the weather, the rain and stuff. It gets you catch a cold, you go to feeling bad, but you got to push through. And that's what I had to do. I want to say happy birthday to my best friend, Tony Henson. Happy birthday. Wishing you a great one and much love. Guys, I want y'all to come back next week and sit down with me. I'll be sitting down with Dallas Fowler on time. And she's going to be my guest. She's running for city council for District 10. So we're going to sit down with her and go over some of her views and opinions. and have a wonderful conversation with her. Mariana, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the United States of America. And I'm going to tell you something. No matter what Trump say, America was always great. It just got a little fucked up when he got in. And so he's saying that because now he needs us to fix his motherfucking shit. That's all. So America is great.
Plus, don't put all the power into just a puppet, in my opinion. Because I really think it's all a play. We are the puppets.
You little strings.
We are people. We need to sit down together and say, you know what, how are we going to fix this together?
Y'all heard her. She want to fix this shit. And that's the way we're going to end it. We all need to pull together to figure out how we're going to fix this shit. Because I'm tired of being dangled any goddamn way. So I'm going to take my dangling ass on home. You guys have a great night. We love you.
Bye, y'all.
But you weren't born to give up easy. You weren't raised to just lie down.